duck style.
You know about beanie grease, you on roasted duck with a mean street team outside posted up.
If it walk like a duck, it must be a duck.
Admit it, am I not much better than you?
I will be cooking some yaza twin juan. Simple as that. So silence as I practice my culinary arts. Let's go, chef. Start with the duck. Obviously, just pat your duck dry. The moisture came from rinsing or cleaning the duck off. Now we're gonna put salt all over this duck because what salt does is draw the moisture out of things. You wanna loosen the skin. You'll see most people blow, put like a bite pump on there, and what I'm doing is separating that skin with my hand. A little more tedious. It's gonna aid in the drying out process and give you that crispy skin when you roast it. Now you're gonna have some people stuff their duck with apple, cinnamon sticks, cloves, green onions, all of that type of stuff. But all I did was get mine nice and creamiated through with Chinese 5-spice seasoning. I'm gonna go ahead and seal the duck closed. Scoop some of this hot water into this bowl. I don't have any red Chinese vinegar, so I'm gonna use red wine vinegar, honey, and we're just gonna give that a stir. Then we're gonna take that boiling water, right? Tighten that skin back up on that duck. You can see that skin shrink back up. That's tightening the skin back up on that duck. Get that vinegar glaze on there.
What this vinegar and honey glaze is gonna do is give it that nice dark roasted color. Now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna hang this duck in the fridge and let it dry.
I think I figured something out, y'all. I got this closet hanger right here that hangs over the door of a closet, like so. I'm gonna try to hook that duck on there somehow and just hang it in the fridge. You wanna let it go for like 20 minutes. You wanna let it go for like 24 hours or so. Get this hanger in that cavity. That'll work. I gotta let this hang in the fridge for like 24 hours. I want that duck to dry out so that when it roasts, the skin is crispy. Okay, y'all, the duck is nice and dry now. So I'm gonna hang it up in the oven, like so. We're just gonna roast it. While that's going, I'm gonna start frying my rice, shrimp fried rice with asparagus in it. So I'm gonna start chopping some asparagus for my rice.
While I'm prepping my green onion and asparagus for my fried rice, I'm gonna go ahead and prep my green onions, carrots, and cucumbers for the spring roll wraps. That way, everything will be ready for when my duck is done. And as you can see, I managed to turn my stove into a roaster.
All right, we're working on that fried rice, y'all. Go get that shrimp going first. They already pink. Let's just go ahead and dump those. Add some oil with those same shrimp flavors. I'm gonna go ahead and add my asparagus. Add some garlic to it. Go ahead and add some onions and some carrots. Add that rice, oil. Let's pour our soy sauce on there. Y'all know the drill. Pour some more oil in there. Push that rice to the side. Crack some eggs in there. Let's go ahead and add our shrimp to the rice. Rest of that green onion in there. That's what it is after messing the stove up. See how that rice falls apart? Here's that duck, y'all.
That's a nice crispy skin right there.
So I'm gonna go ahead and slice this up. You can see where I built that skin using that hand method. Next time I'm gonna use the air pump method. All right, y'all, I really cremated this duck. So you pretty much separate the breast. Then you just start cutting your pieces off. Then you do the same thing with the legs and the back. Just cut it to the back and just cut the skin up. And you serve it separately. You serve it with some pieces of skin and some meat. Just some naked meat, some skin. Some people do it with the skin on. All right, so I'll be back once I'm done cutting. All right, y'all. As you can see, that duck was nice and moist on the inside. So I was able to get some meat, some skin, and some meat and skin together. That was a relatively small duck, and it still cost me like $30.14. So I didn't get much meat off of it, but I'm gonna prepare the spring roll wrappers. The duck is done and carved, and the rice is done. We're just gonna get a couple of these rolled up and we're good. And I'll be back with the presentation and the taste station. All right, this is what your rice wrap looks like. Just gonna dip it in some water for about 15 seconds. Remove it. You don't want to sit it in there too long because you don't want it softening up while you roll. Cucumber, carrot, onion, sauce, duck, and roll. Fold and roll.
And there it is, y'all. Shrimp fried rice with asparagus. This is my first time preparing or trying spring rolls. You got the roasted duck spring rolls. You got a nice duck sauce I made on the side. Again, that spring roll consists of roasted duck, cucumbers, carrots, and green onions.
I can't use a chopstick with nothing on this plate. Woo, woo, woo. Cooking is my specialty. I will be washing that down with some peach punch. I am the chef-a-dent of the United States. When I'm not in the Oval Office, I'm in the Oval Kitchen.